Time for another test run. So I added a big S-bend here so I could go next to these tracks, and then a block break, and then goes down here and such into a big drop there and a loop there, and then a ton of turns and helixes and whatnot. So here's the moment of truth. Let's see what happens. Looks good so far, a bit fast there, but it needs that speed to get through this. Yes sirree, looking good. Maybe I should actually wait for some test results now to see how it is in terms of G-forces and whatnot, although right here it might achieve the highest lateral G's. Let's see how big it is. Come on down, you can make it back to the station. Whee. Nah, it's not even 1.5. Surely there's something higher like that one, yeah. There it is, 103 maximum speed. How the hell? Oh yeah, it's on this drop, of course. It goes lower than the station, so it gets more speed than the launch speed, which is only 93. 1200 meters, 1 minute 34, 4.13 Gs, negative 1.4, max letter 1.79. Looks good, except the max positive is quite large, but can't really avoid it with a drop like this when you don't have those smoother hill pieces like on this coaster, for example. These pieces here, they help alleviate big positive vertical G's. Not much action going on in this area yet though. It could be mostly here, I don't mind. As long as the station is here, then it's like fits the giant garden theme. 739.18 and 607. Looks pretty good, although the intensity 9.18 means I can't build it much longer. At least if I add another inversion, then it might go over 10 pretty easily. Or maybe I might be able to add a inline twist or whatever it's called. Only 9 drops and still the intensity is that high. Can't really do very long coasters with this type. At least when you use inversions. Without any inversions you could do like 2 kilometers or something. And anyway, back to construction. Ah, damn it. I should have checked the speed here to see how far I can go on So one more test. Although the general principle is I can go like, let's see, what's the previous hill is like this, 118, so I should be able to go to 15 or something, or at least 13, because there are quite a lot of turns and such here that reduce the speed or energy, potential energy. Or kinetic energy, actually both. Here it comes. 40 kilometers. 45. Makes it all the way up to that with a nice speed, so that could be another spot for a block break right there. I also want to see where the was this the highest G? It looks like that one. It's probably this drop here. Oh, that one is pretty high too, which is probably this drop. What was the highest negative? I think it was like 104. It's not that high. And the lateral was 1.79, which is probably that one. Then it's the corkscrew here. Those are always difficult for lateral Gs. Okay, track is complete. So hopefully it's time for the final test run. And hopefully it doesn't go over 10 in intensity. Let's see. So I made that block section or block break there, and then it goes through twists and turns this way and that way and this way and that way and that way and this way and underneath that and through there. And let's click on that train to see how it goes. And then I moved the station underneath underground, so I couldn't really fit the end of the track otherwise. And let's see how it goes. Looking pretty good here in terms of speed, not too fast and such. Finally into the station. The timing of these brakes and whatnot might be off. It looks like both of them had to wait for the final stretch to finish. The train on the final stretch to finish. Let's see if I could adjust that somehow. It's probably because the last leg is like much longer and slower than the other two. That one arrives a bit before this one onto the brake. Could consider adding another brake somewhere. Maybe there, although it wouldn't help much. Although there isn't really any other place to add them. It would help a bit, but not much. But let's see the test results first. 1800 meters, 2 minutes. Looks like a standard length coaster, pretty much. Could compare it to some other ones. This one's shorter if you consider only one track, but longer in length. This one is shorter, holy shit. What about the Mole Red Madness? Well, obviously shorter. It's only 900 meters. Rumble in the Jungle, about the same length, but much longer because it has more block sections and waiting at the brakes and such. Swashbuckler is also shorter. So it looks like it turned out above average for this park, although the Godzillas, of course, they're way longer. But they're in a league of their own, being giga coasters. That one's also much shorter. What about Back to the Future? Also shorter. Come on, give me those results. I'm an eager beaver to sink my teeth into them. At least if it goes over 10, then I'll have to try and chip some numbers off of it somehow. With my beaver's teeth. Oh crap, it's 10.18. Damn it, I didn't even add any inversions. Damn it. Probably just gonna have to shorten it somehow. It's not like I added or raised the maximum G's and such, just added more drops in length. Maybe like try to connect from here to here quicker, because now it's like going all the way over there and such. Damn it. The good news is the excitement didn't drop much. It's around the same as it was before. So that means if I lower the intensity below 10, the excitement might jump to something like 8.5 or possibly even 9, who knows. Alright, I've shortened it quite a bit, so now it turns right here and goes up once and then down below and over that and into the station, which is now back above ground.